Menteri nang ba kondat sangma ula ong baka Sorkar kala file case na ne Ujor mukaddama bar file FIR haru Tylli halo gajing Khynra yung gikatu kon nili kiseng yakinang bala Jylla hakini kisgi ki bala deb kondat ula ong bakam de ka kamram ju kiseng ne ki kanhun man Khynra yakini kinang bala Jylla namar kadi ka kam ju ka labor department haka juga por konrad ula ongru bahadu menta ke Jylla mekhlia kapat menteri kam setia ya ke work permit ne ke don tang ban shu register yakina bala ke bawa na Jylla la ban kero hangne bah kini kisngi ke bala dab na kalyang to ka sang kesu kala penlong ka jingre Khynra bat talasi ki kot kisla ke pur kinang bala Jylla ke bidana moprem maula hapulu bat ki de ke jaka jokanong ba shillong hakani ke jele Khynra na kalyang ka sang kesu ko le bat ki spangot kinang bala Jylla ke bamdan satya ke kot kisla ke babyang bat hadin bakaya bat kumni kala be no iki nagati ke jaka ke bagi shong bat ke tribal.
There is a registration that is done by the Labour Department, and that is what is the only policy that is followed by our state. And this, as you know, was done by our government only in the first MDA1, and is the Labour Department that looks into all these aspects. So, as I said, there's no work permit or nothing like that, but registrations are mandatory, and this is done, and this was done, if you recall, from all aspects. Number one, as I said, to provide safety for the respected individuals and laborers also, and also to keep a full database of the different laborers who are working in our state.
Sir, but we have seen the KSU, sir, they are intensifying this checking, what they call is work permit, checking on work permit, based on the fact that they have alleged that the government has failed to implement ILP and MRSSA. And question number 2 relating to this, sir, how many major projects of the government have been stalled due to this checking by the KSU? Because they have sent back so many migrant laborers citing that they don't have work permits, sir.
So you have got a lot of facts incorrect. Let me just mention that to you. Number one, nobody is authorized to check these papers. That's number one, and nobody can. Of course, there are incidents where individuals go or organizations go and all, but that is not as per the law. So therefore, they are completely on the wrong side of the law when they go and check. And just to inform that the government and the police has in fact filed cases against, 4 cases have been filed, FIRs have been filed against different organizations who have done this in the past few days. Number 2, you've mentioned that that individuals have or organizations have mentioned that government has failed to implement the ILP. There is the question of implementing the ILP doesn't arise because ILP has not been passed or not been implemented or not been enforced in the state of Meghalaya. We have passed a resolution in the state assembly that urging the government of India to implement the ILP in the state, but that has not been cleared yet. So the question of not implementing it doesn't arise. That's number 2. MRSSA is a fact. Again, you are aware that we had passed the MRSSA, made the amendments in it, but it was at the governor's level, and governor had then sent it or mentioned that it should be sent to the central government, Home Ministry, for President's assent. And accordingly, we had sent it. They had sent back and asking us to look into different aspects, which again we are examining those aspects and seeing how to move forward, because a lot of points that were mentioned by government then. So the question of non-implementation doesn't arise. Regarding the question of different projects being stalled, no project has been stalled because of this kind of checks, whatever they call it. I wouldn't call it checks. They are just simply coming and intervening and trying to disturb these projects, which is not correct. These projects, whatever projects are going on, are in the interest of the state and the people. If anybody has any concerns and issues, they should follow and they should ask the departments to find out and give a list. And of course, if anybody has any concerns, we're ready to inform and give them the information. But as I said, taking the law in their own hands and going and do the checking, social checking or whatever they may call it, is something that is actually not at all acceptable. And as I said, as per law and the provisions of the law, the police will take necessary action.